Tēnā koutou, ngā rangatira e noho ana. I am Anaru Kapa, and this is the Bicultural Teacher. Now, I've spoken about tikanga in the classroom with teachers because I know that when you're in a class, you are just flooded with children's needs, and you have to work out ways to do things. Now, tikanga and kawa are closely related and are really important concepts when we start talking about being the best bicultural teacher that we can possibly be. What I wanted to do though is just clarify a few things for you. Tikanga was constructed over centuries for Māori, and it underpinned our core values and principles, the ways in which we governed our lives, that is politically, legally, socially, spiritually. They were flexible and adaptable and interconnected, like a cosmic weaving of sorts, to the demands of the moment and to the new circumstances that arose. The interesting thing is, when you start thinking about this in relation to how do we conduct our actions and ways in different contexts, it's really important to grasp tikanga. It's also important that we recognize that tikanga is not absent from actions, that they are connected, and that the values flow all the way through consistently. They inform the way in which we practice. That is really important when we start talking about tikanga. Tikanga, if you like, actually displays a series of guidelines for us between what is acceptable behavior and behavior that's not acceptable, and it allows us to have a solid foundation, and that's what we call tikanga, to be able to work off wherever we are in different contexts. So what I'm going to talk about next is actually around kawa and its place with tikanga. The Waitangi Tribunal says tikanga is everything is about tikanga, and tikanga is about everything. So if that's the case, when we're in an educational situation with children, then we have to be very, very mindful. Now, tikanga and kawa have a close relationship, and I want to give you an example of how that looks. Now, it's tikanga to take your shoes off before you go into a wharenui. Most of us know that, and most of us accept that. However, some marae, you do not have to do that. And part of the reason is that in their rohe, or the spaces in which they are, people are allowed to walk in. And what you need to look at is the context. So what I do know is that some wharenui down in Kaitahu in the South Island, they allow people to walk in with their shoes on. Why? Think about it for a minute and you'll see, yes, it's got to do with the fact that it's darn cold, so you want to keep your shoes on. Another one has to do with traditions. In Te Arawa, men are allowed to wear their shoes in the wharenui. So that is a form of kawa. So kawa is contextual, it's in the place in which something is happening. To establish a kawa, you have to understand Māori worldview and mātauranga, knowledge, so there's a history. And it is more about practice, and it's about becoming fluid and easier to navigate in different contexts. And that's important for teachers, for kaiarahi. And it's important for kākano, or the child also, so that they don't feel like they're staggering from one learning point to the next learning point. So, the difference between tikanga and kawa. One is contextual, kawa. One is the foundation upon which kawa is set, tikanga. Hopefully that's been helpful for you, because when you're caught in a classroom and you've got a lot going on, it's great to have tikanga, and it's great to have a clear kawa. Kia ora. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.